Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy back with another episode of Eden Plus Mosaic. So, last time we finished up Lavier's A Bond of Knives and Guns, and now this time we are going with Maya's A Miracle on the Water Surface. Let's go. When I opened the door and stepped outside, the morning sun was so bright and radiant that its kind and gentle rays practically leaped into my eyes. The weather had been a little uncooperative as of late, but it seemed as though it would play nice today. Haruna! When I turned around, Maya was just coming out the door. Oh, where are you going? Didn't you take care of the fields already earlier today? Not the fields, hunting. Hunting? Yeah, we haven't had any fresh meat for a while now. Scion would eat anything, but I had to keep her nutritional balance in mind. For the sake of our health, meals came above all else. Meat, huh? But if that's the case, couldn't you just butcher a chicken? They're emergency rations. I'd like to save them if possible. I'm pretty sure I can find at least a deer. I hoisted up the rifle in my hands. This gun was originally a military designated marksman rifle, so its power and accuracy could easily take down a deer in a single shot. That being said, try not to make a fuss even if you hear a gunshot. Yeah, I knew that, but is it okay to leave Scion alone? It's no problem. I found some books in a vacant house nearby yesterday. So you gave them to Scion, right? They were old-fashioned novels, but Scion seemed pleased. She's engrossed in reading them right now, so it should be alright to leave her alone. Since she seemed to be concentrating, a gunshot probably wouldn't be enough to disturb her. Though, I'm not sure if she would be bothered by a gunshot in the first place. I see. Maya looked back at the house, then pointed her gaze my way. Say, can I tag along with you? You can't. At least consider it! Hunting is a job which requires tact. If you make too much noise, you'll scare the prey away. Oh, come on! Even I have some outdoor survival experience. I'm telling you, I won't be a burden no matter what! Did you forget that I got past your traps and made it all the way here? So you did. It might be okay for you to come along after all. I patted the barrel and nodded. Guns discharging during a hunt is a common occurrence after all. Are you threatening my life? Haruna, do you still think of me as a nuisance? No, to tell you the truth, I don't care whether you're here or not. While I didn't think of Maya as a dangerous person, she wasn't exactly useful either. Saying I don't matter is so mean! It'd be better if you'd still thought of me as a nuisance. If I thought of you that way, then you wouldn't have long in this world. It's no joke when you say it. Of course, it was obviously a joke in this case. Maya getting scared over it was entirely of her own accord. So I'm not a nuisance for now, right? That means it's fine if I tag along, right? Fine. If you want to come along, do as you please. Then I will, thanks. Would it be better if I were holding a gun too? Sorry, but I have no intention of letting you hold a weapon. I asserted that clearly and began to walk. Aw, I'm pretty skilled with my revolver too. You've shot someone, rather living things before? Nope, of course I haven't. Naturally. I'd already confirmed that Maya's revolver had virtually never been used. In that case, it's best if you'd have to do so. Or if you'd never have to do so. Guns don't suit you. What? Oh, nothing. Maya broke into a smile for some reason and followed along behind me. She was a very strange woman. Hey, Haruna! Do you have to talk as you walk? Although I sighed, I did reply, for the time being. You said we were hunting, but we haven't seen any or many animals lately. Will we really be able to find any prey? It's not as if I have no leads. I found a few animal tracks on the field yesterday. They were probably after the crops. Wow! They seemed to have noticed the traps I placed around the crops and ran away, but there was a high probability that they would return. Food was scarce on this mountain, so our crops were sure to be quite attractive to the wildlife. So Maya, put on your glasses just in case. Huh? Runa, do you have a thing for girls in glasses? The least you could do is keep watch. If you're nearsighted, you can't see very far, right? Wow, you completely ignored me and just said what you wanted to, huh? Must I play along with your jokes first thing in the morning? Oh, so you'll go along with them at night then? Maya smiled jokingly. Her attitude changed just like that. I won't be held responsible if you screw around in the middle of the night and get shot by accident. You won't care regardless, will you? Don't worry. If we have some time, I'll play with you. It's not like I really want you to play with me or anything. Although she said that, even though she said that begrudgingly, Maya put on her glasses. She did look relatively sharp this way, so she should be a little useful. Oh, that's right. I crouched and brought my face close to Maya. What? What are you doing all of a sudden? Well, I just smelled something. Smell? Do I stink? I mean, I haven't had the chance to bathe lately, but still! It's because you keep telling me fuel is precious and almost never let me use the bath. Don't yell so loud, it's not that. I glared at Maya and shook my head a little. If you had put on perfume, the prey would have smelled you as you approached. I just wanted to make sure. It seems you're alright. Oh, you meant that! Maya smiled, looking slightly embarrassed. Getting flustered and smiling, she really was a hectic girl. It might have been better to leave the suspicious woman behind after all. Oh, pretty. It was deathly quiet. The wind wasn't even blowing. All I could hear was the sound of Maya breathing. Nothing here. We'd been searching around this area for nearly 2 hours now, but we hadn't even found a shadow of an insect, much less a deer. Shouldn't we go search somewhere else about now? No, I don't want to go any further from the house, I answered while still staring ahead. Even if something unexpected were to occur, I could rush to Cyan's side, right away from here. In that situation, I would of course abandon Maya. But isn't it pointless to stay here? There's not so much as a sound. Don't be rash. Hunting requires patience. I wonder about that. Or rather, there was no particular reason to be impatient. It wasn't as if we would starve to death tomorrow if we didn't catch anything today. I guess I'm bad at this sort of thing after all. Maybe I'll go back and organize my reports or something. No, stay here. Huh? You're saying you want me to stay with you? Maya blushed. What are you saying? I shook my head and picked up the rifle again. If you go back, you'll be noisy, and it'll get in the way of Cyan's reading. So that's what it was. Of course that's what it was. What's that dry laugh for? It's fine, don't worry about it. It's not like I need to rush to get my story in order. So I guess killing time with you is fine too. Yeah, do that. Get down! Yeah? I whispered sharply and pushed Maya down to the ground. What? I'm not emotionally prepared yet. Be quiet. What's been wrong with you this whole time? Something's coming. Huh? I prepared my rifle and pointed towards the forest. I didn't have a target in my sights yet, but I held the rifle straight ahead of me. Nothing's there, and there weren't any sounds either. I silently regulated my breathing while staring directly ahead of me. Though we were in cover, I still had to be on my guard when dealing with animals with superior senses. Huh! Did you notice something? It's not that. Your eyes change when you hold a gun, Haruna. It's like you're a different person. You look scary but kinda cool too. What are you muttering about? If you want to get your hands on some meat, then keep your eyes forward. If you spot prey, tap my shoulder and signal me. Okay. Maya and I took cover beside one another and continued to wait. After a short time, a thicket rustled and a single deer appeared just a little to the right of where we were looking. It was likely the one that left those footprints yesterday. I gave a nod without taking my eyes off of it and pointed the muzzle at the deer, checking its surroundings. I set my sights on its head, put my finger on the trigger, and slowly took a deep breath. At this distance, I could take it down with one shot with my eyes closed. It looks like we'll be having delicious venison tonight. Ooh. I suddenly looked to my side and saw Maya knitting her brows with a strange expression on her face. Well, I more or less knew what she was thinking. She may have possessed some survival skills, but she was still a normal young lady in the end. This was a simple matter of procuring food, so taking mercy on every little thing was out of the question. Honestly, what worthless sentimentality. I slowly squeezed the trigger. The barrel jumped up along with the sharp crack of a single gunshot. Huh? I pushed against the recoil as my eyes stared straight at the target. The bullet sunk into the ground near the deer and sent a puff of dirt into the air. Of course, the deer immediately reversed direction and disappeared into the woods. I guess my skills have gone down quite a bit. I can't believe I missed from this distance. Haruna? I shook my head, stood up, and brushed the mud off my clothes. It probably won't come near here again. No, due to the gunshot, other prey is probably out of the question too. Maya stood up as well and looked at me in disbelief. Oh boy, looks like I'm gonna get an earful from the peanut gallery. Haruna, you used to be a sniper, right? You're well informed, but that's way in the past now. I would have liked to leave it at that. Haruna, you're kind in the strangest ways. It looked like she had misunderstood. I wasn't sure why I missed in the first place, but... That's enough for today. There's no helping it. I'll have to make up for the poor ingredients in tonight's meal with some skill. Are you being bashful? Are you an idiot? Wow, it might have been a while, since I've been so directly insulted. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities for you to get cursed after this. After this. You're pouring salt on my wounds. Never mind, let's head back. I'm worried about how Scion is doing. I switched on the rifle's safety and slung it over my shoulder. Oh, wait a second. Just as I was about to leave, I stopped. What? Were you expecting the gun to spontaneously discharge? Of course not! Heck, wouldn't you be in danger if it did? Rest assured, I'll make sure it discharges at you. That's a contradiction. You are targeting me. Do you want me to target you? What? I took a step, leaned over slightly, and stared Maya right in the face. I could see her eyes opening wide as my face approached hers. We were such a short distance away, we could feel each other's breath on our faces. Haruna! What are you so surprised for? You know I'm targeting you, right? Well, I didn't mean it like this. Then how did you mean it? I brought my face even closer. Maya blushed, shut her eyes tight, and her shoulders began to shake slightly. It was like she was frightened, yet resolved and waiting intently. I sighed and pulled away from her. Huh? What is it? You could take them off now. Huh? Take them off? Your glasses. I don't need you to keep watch anymore. Oh, yeah, you're right. What are you so excited for? I sighed once more and patted Maya gently on the shoulder. My word, what will I do with you? What's with that? Are you making a fool out of me? Not in many words, but yes. Yes, I am. What? How do you know I'm a fool? I only meant to tease her a little, but this was a bit more of a reaction than I expected. I guess this is what happens when I tease someone so simple-minded. Let's stop here before I turn into a fool as well. That's a mean thing to say. Don't worry about it, I was only half joking. Half? Ooh! I dodged Maya's glare and started heading back to the house. Come on, we're going back. Try to keep up. I'm not going! What? Finally leaving the mountain? No! Maya shook her head back and forth, still glaring at me. I'm going to go to the lake for a bit to catch some fish or something. Don't follow me. I wouldn't have bothered you even if you didn't say so. Do as you please. You really don't care about me, do you? Maya turned around, noticeably upset, and walked away. A gloomy aura hung off of her back, and unsurprisingly, I felt a little sorry for her. I might have been a little too mean to her. Maya. Huh? What? Be careful, it would be bad if you fell in and drowned. Science seems to like you a lot, so it'd be problematic if you died or something. Yeah, I know, I'll be careful. Maya nodded slightly and showed me a smile. A comment like that and she was smiling already. What a simple person. I wasn't clever enough to make a fool of Maya in the first place. Well, I mean, she's already making a fool out of herself, so... There was a small breeze over the lake. I stood there absent-mindedly and watched the surface ripple in the wind. I wonder what I'm even doing. I'd gotten so shaken up just because Haruna did something a little unexpected. Journalists have to be constantly cool and collected too. But you know, it may have been a joke, but I couldn't believe he got so close to me. Haruna always made such scary faces. Does he even have any interest in girls? I didn't know his age, but he was still young. In fact, he probably wasn't much older than me. Haruna is a soldier after all. It was a man's world. He's probably been all over the world, dispatched into cities under the cover of darkness, and maybe he's even ventured into a place of moral ambiguity. I pulled on my ponytails and agonized over it for no good reason. No, it's fine, really. I'm not the most organized kind of person either, and there was no point worrying about men anyway. Well, no matter what Haruna did in the past, I've got no right to complain. I grumbled to myself and shook my head. Wait, I'm thinking something crazy. It may have been a joke, but it bothered me that Haruna got so close, right? I had to pull myself together, not him. I better go cool my head. There was nobody here, but I checked around me just in case. I flung off my clothes. It was a lie that I'd come here to fish. My real goal was to finally get a bath. The sense of freedom! I just can't get enough of it. Nothing felt as great as laying it all bare in a wide open place like this. Hey, what am I, a pervert? I cut in that quip and then started walking towards the water's edge. No good. Something's seriously wrong with me. But when I thought about it, the fact that Haruna missed his shot was on my mind more than the fact that he got so close to me. He probably missed on purpose. I could tell that the situation was making me uncomfortable. This might be me sounding conceited, but he probably did it so I wouldn't have to see any blood. No way! That guy doesn't worry about me at all. Whoops, that was a laugh. A dry laugh came out of my mouth. I was getting pretty cynical for how young I was. I got into the lake while smirking and splashed around in the water. Alright guys, so I'm gonna take this screenshot and this will be all the time that I have for this episode. So, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Don't forget that you are part of a legacy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!